I noticed you will take a book and you will write down.
Oh, book.
When I was in my secondary school.
Secondary school.
My principal. Catat lah buku nota. Bawa datang dewan berapa? Catat. Sekarang catat.
Betul. Yeah.
This kind of perkara this you do since you are young or when you are in politics.
I've always done this. Wherever I go, I'll bring a book. Even when I was serving as a minister, it's very important to bring a book wherever you go because you learn new things every day. For example, just now when I met the uncle, Chinese and Malay uncle all talking together in a coffee shop. They shared so many interesting things. So can you imagine, if you don't write it down, you tend to forget. Yeah. You'll act as if you can keep it in the brain, but every day you meet up with so many interesting people. Some want them to help resolve their problems. Some teach you new things. It's better for me to write it down.
Okay, let me do
Can, no problem, but I don't know whether we can read the handwriting or not.
Just now I was curious how you write because your book like this and then your hand like this.
Oh, I'm left-handed.
So I don't know how you write because in my primary school, if we put our book like this, not like this, then we will get punished by teacher.
Really?
Yeah. So we must write like this.
Yeah.
You cannot like this. 来帮你们看一下。
Quite a lot actually. We shall write things down.
Okay.
It's almost finished already. This is only during election time.
这本书是他在差不多近几个礼拜才写的。Just few weeks only 啦。
Yeah, correct.
他真是有写东西嘞，不是随便拿笔这样乱画，真的是有。看。
Ayo, malu lah people see my handwriting. Example just now, here, must learn Mandarin. Buka sempadan. They keep on talking about the reopening of borders. 2 tahun terpisah. 2 years of being separated from their family members. Yeah, and then no ketua masyarakat because yesterday we met with all the uncle aunties from the Tionghoa community. They said for the past 2 years after change in government, all their representatives who will give out welfare support were all fired and then no one replaced them. So there's no official representative for the Tionghoa community to provide aid. So these are all very serious things which I'll forget if I don't write it all down.
Just now I forgot to ask you one question. I asked about girlfriend, right? So I want to know what characteristic like girl you will like.
Me what's most important is someone who can accept me for who I am because it's not easy to.
I think I cannot accept also. Ayam goreng dua.
Hey, that's normal. Every time, that's why they already know. Every time for me it's always double portion. And then air pun, if I order watermelon juice double, air kosong double, Nescafe ice double.
Why?
I don't know lah. I think I also eat a lot.
I think you stress lah. Because when you stress right, you makan banyak.
For me opposite For me when I stress, I don't eat. I like campaigning like this instead of giving all the ceramah. When you meet out with people, you don't get that stressful because you get to listen to their problems. So if you do all the ceramah, wow, that one I won't eat and I lose a lot of weight.
So you happy lah? So you eat double.
Yeah, correct.
Another most important question.
Yeah.
If you are not in your position right now, what will you become?
Oh, definitely a teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah, definitely a teacher.
Then why you study lawyer?
So when I read law, it came at a time. It's a very unique time then. It's either I have to do accounting or law. Because I got into the university and these were the two offers. I switched to law because then I knew that in order for me to change Malaysia, I always wanted to be a researcher and a teacher. I have to understand the law in and out in order for me to argue my case. So I took law. The reason why I've always wanted to be a teacher is because of my mom. My biggest source of inspiration. The biggest source of inspiration to me is my mom. Right? Because my mom, my dad's job was quite uncertain, in Singapore when you go to and fro.
Now your dad also
now just retired. So I witnessed my mom. She'll wake up early in the morning because my dad will have to leave at about 4 AM. So she will prepare the food and then she will cook breakfast for all of us and then she'll go to school, come back at about 3 PM and then she will teach tuition from 4 to 6 and then cook dinner and then teach tuition from 8 to 10 every day during school day. She's a workaholic. So I keep on asking my mom, why can she do this? It's not easy,
Patient.
But she said, educating a kid, especially from an underprivileged background, and seeing that person succeed is priceless. And that's why I thought there are bigger things in life, politics, money. So I think my mom gets a lot from teaching, and I've always wanted to do that. That's why even when I was studying, I was the youngest part-time lecturer. I was already teaching during my second year in university because I broke Asia's record in debating. So then the university allowed me to teach debating and public speaking, and I was appointed as one of the youngest debate trainers. So it's always been a passion of mine and I enjoyed it. And I witnessed, not only did I break the world record and Asia's record, then after me, the juniors who I trained broke my record, and that was brilliant, right? Seeing that they carried the flag forward. So teaching will always be my blood. But I always believe that in order for Malaysia to grow, we must all witness all parts of Malaysia, enjoy it, get the fun out of it, and never forget to rebuild it together. In your own ways, this is what you're doing. So I hope I didn't bore you out during the campaign trail, and hopefully we can have more sessions.
It's a good experience. experience for us.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the chance to like go with YB like you.
For me, Saddiq, no YB.
I think we feel very happy and it's our honor to come here today.
The honor is mine. I really love what you guys are doing. Maybe after this election season, do more santai ones lah, you know.
Yeah.
See me cooking. After election, tell me, come over. I'll host both of you. And then you must try my ikan siakap sambal. You'll enjoy it. Or one I cook. Or favorite lasagna, which is from my mom's recipe. That one, if you come, you will not want to go back one.
This question, most of the people want to know. Okay, for you, 1 month, how much is your salary?
1 month salary. Okay, as I always share, it's very important to look at not just salary but look at the allowances and everything, because in parliament I stress this out. A lot of people say that politicians are underpaid, and I don't believe that. Why? Because people only look at the base salary, they don't look at all the allowances. And that's why in parliament I mentioned that reveal everything, all the hidden expenses, hidden bonuses which people don't know of. So as an MP, now just as a member of parliament, not as a minister, as an MP the base salary is 16,000 for 1 month. 16,000 per month, but there are also the other allowances. So if you combine everything in your bank account, every month is about 25,000 member of parliament.
Only member of parliament.
Correct. See, this is why I've always advocated to publicize everything transparently so that the public knows. For example, when I was a minister, one of the first to declare all my assets and then to declare my take-home pay. So people look, oh, minister only paid 14,000 ringgit. It's not true, because you get your minister salary, you get your MP salary, and then you get all the allowances which reach up to 55,000 ringgit. Not just that, you can get a piece of land, you get a government bungalow to stay in, which is like 8 to 9 rooms, travel allowance almost 100,000.
That's why so many people rushing.
Correct. So that's why I remember I advocated in parliament openly. One, we need to make this hyper transparent, because when I was a minister, I didn't take the land, I didn't take the bungalow, I rented a place instead. I thought it was too lavish. Imagine someone who's single, not married, staying in a place with 8 rooms. Walao, people think it's a haunted house. And I don't join politics to be rich. I think the take-home salary is enough. You don't have to be corrupt, really. Unless you plan to buy all the expensive stuff, there's no reason for you to spend that much.
Like Rolex, Gucci, Prada.
That's why you'll never see me wear any of those lah.
We also.
They're very simple. I like my sports watch. I always wear my same shoes and t-shirts because it's easy to wear. But the reason why I share all of this is I think there must be changes in Malaysia.
So
Right?
that one just now you say is Prime Minister, you paid 5,000.
No, only minister.
Minister. Minister like you lah.
Yeah.
But you didn't take.
I didn't take the land.
You
I didn't
refused
take
to
the
take or
bungalow.
you don't want
I refused to take.
But others take lah.
Some did, some didn't. I mean, you have to ask them lah. I mean, the part which I was quite concerned about, and I pushed for changes immediately. If you are a civil servant, you have to work for decades before you can get your pension. Right? You have to work for 30, 40 years. I had to see my mum work for 40 years before she can finally get a pension. But as a politician, almost immediately you get your pension. But if you are MP, you get one pension. Minister, you get another pension. Become an adron, another pension. You have so many pensions, all overlap. So in total, you can get so much money. And that's why I say the older politicians don't want to quit, because they have so much. They have their adron pension, MP pension, minister pension, GLCs, all of this.
This one is for one person.
Yes, for one person. And that's why when you add it up, why do they want to retire? They have so much and they keep on getting more. So that's why I think politics in Malaysia must change. They just give one pension lah. So if you are a minister, that's the highest one. Okay, just take the highest pension. Make it hyper transparent how much you earn. Streamline and consolidate the pension. Just one. If not, why do people want to leave politics?
Until today only I know about this.
Yeah, I shared about this in parliament. Everyone was like, oh, I thought people knew. That's why I think it's important for politics to be hyper transparent.
This one can share in video?
Can.
Can.
No problem.
Okay. Wow.